If you're thinking about buying a home or a condo, don't make the mistake that I've seen hundreds of people make in my 16-year career as a real estate broker. It's not understanding the numbers, and also not knowing that there's two types of costs. There's the upfront costs as well as the monthly expenses. I'm gonna go through both sets of costs with you very shortly, but if this video is valuable, do me a favor, share it with a friend. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments below. So let's get started. Down payment, that's part of your upfront costs, meaning when you're about to close on the property, this is the money that you need to budget for. If you're purchasing a $700,000 home and you have a $100,000 down payment, you gotta understand that the bank, the lender who's gonna give you the other $600,000 via a mortgage, they wanna see that that $100,000 down payment was in your account for at least 3 months. So if mom and dad, the bank of mom and dad, were actually lending you the money or giving it to you as a gift, we need to document that. So understand that the money, your down payment, needs to be in the account for at least 3 months. Home inspection fee, budget approximately $450 to $500. Now, don't make the mistake so many purchasers have made before you, which is not doing a home inspection because of the $450 to $500 cost. You're buying a $700,000 home. This is not the time to pinch pennies. Let's make sure that the home is structurally sound. You get a certified professional home inspector here in Ontario for about $450 to $500. Appraisal fee. The bank who's giving you that $600,000 mortgage, well, they want to make sure that the home is worth $700,000. They're not going to just lend you the money willy-nilly. They're going to want to do an appraisal. That's to determine the actual value of the home. I want you to budget around $700 to $800. That's what most banks here in Ontario will charge you. Legal fees. You got to get a lawyer to close the transaction for you and transfer title from the seller to you. There's title insurance. All in, legal fees and disbursements are going to be around $1,600 to $1,700. Now be careful. If you Google lawyers' fees, they'll probably mention about $500. But what they're not telling you is the disbursements. Every time the lawyer photocopies something, faxes. Yes, I know we're in 2021 and some lawyers still use the fax machine, but send a courier, title insurance. They're not gonna tell you about it all in. So I want you to budget anywhere from $1,600 to $1,700. Land transfer tax. Now, I want you to understand something here. For the province of Ontario, we call it Welcome to Ontario. Make sure you check with your province or your state laws in terms of land transfer taxes. In Ontario, you want to budget around 1.5% to 2% of the purchase price. $700,000 home, approximately $14,000 in the province of Ontario. But I got more welcome tax for you. If you're purchasing in Toronto, you gotta pay a double tax. So you would wanna budget an extra approximate. There's a weird little tiered system. Just hit us up in the comments. Let us know. I can give you the full real estate intelligence book that we wrote. There's no cost for it. It actually breaks down the tier system for land transfer taxes, both for the province and the city of Toronto. But you approximately wanna save about $10,000. You have moving costs. Figure out, is it gonna be the boys and girls and that's gonna cost you maybe some pizza and a 2-for, or are we gonna get a moving company involved, which is gonna be a little bit more, probably budget about $2,500 to $3,000. Figure that out for yourself. New home costs, new home closing costs are slightly different than when you're purchasing a resale. See, when you purchase a resale home or condo, generally speaking, you have the blinds and the appliances and the light fixtures all kind of included in the purchase price. When you purchase a new home, a condo, you'll get your appliances 98% of the time. On a home, you're gonna need to budget appliances, blinds or curtains, light fixtures, fences, paving the driveway. Now look, I don't know about you if you're somebody who's a little bit more fancier and wants the higher end appliances. Damn, you might need to save $50,000 for all the stuff I just said. I would say you'd be safe around $15,000 to $20,000 for all the fence, the appliances, light fixtures, and blinds. Now, moving over to monthly expenses. We got everything covered in terms of upfront. Now, ongoing expenses that I want you to budget for. That's how you're actually going to determine how much of a mortgage you can handle. What type of home you should be purchasing is going to be determined by your monthly expenses. You obviously have your mortgage payment. That's the big boy, okay? So depending on what the interest rate is, you can always very easily, if you sit down with an independent mortgage broker, find out what your mortgage payment is going to be, including principal and interest. Property tax. Budget what you need to budget for property tax based on what other homes are paying for property tax. You have home insurance. You have to, as a homeowner, you need to budget for home insurance. I would say if it's a home here in Ontario, you're generally paying, depending on the size, anywhere from about $100 to $150 a month. If it's a condo, you wanna budget about $25 a month. Again, if it's a condo, you need to budget for condo fees, as I mentioned here at the bottom. Again, that you'll see on the MLS listing what the condo fees are. That's always based on the square footage of the property. Last but not least, you have utilities, heat, hydro, water. I don't know how many people have home phones nowadays, but if you need a home phone, you got to budget for that. Internet. Okay, I mean, you could be paying $100 to $150 for internet these days, and cable. I hope this was valuable. I hope you understand the importance of understanding the numbers, both upfront and the monthly ongoing expenses. As always, leave me a comment and share this video if it was valuable.